Are McLaren going to be a bit concerned because this track has never really favoured them over the years. They've never had great results here. Even I think last year, I know obviously the car improved a lot, but I think they were well outside the points. I think they were seventh and eighth or something like that. Piastri and Norris. Are they going to be a bit worried because some people say, well, Verstappen did really well to put it on pole and just sort of kept it there, but he had good pace. He had the measure of the McLarens throughout that race.
Um, yeah, I kind of think, to be honest, that McLaren's kind of in a different scenario in that they kind of have the fastest car. But it's not by much, is the thing. It's not by a huge amount. Like clearly it took a kind of superhuman effort and then by Max and and then they just could not get it together in the race and I think they mismanaged it terribly in Japan. But I think this year at Bahrain might be a little different. Obviously, it's never been resurfaced. We hear that every year now. It's never been resurfaced, so it's very, very aggressive on the tyres. It's quite abrasive, and it really is a circuit that punishes the rear tyres. So it's a completely different challenge to what's come prior to this. In the first three races, and I genuinely think that the partially the reason that we do see these two by twos is similar to the reason that we get the two by twos at Barcelona when we used to go testing there. Is that it's a kind of a the teams have so much data on it that they absolutely they know how to set the car up right. I don't think. I think if they do lose this, it'll be as a result of what happened in Japan. I think it's going to be a result of mismanaging the situation, and I think really I know the drivers' motivation is going to be different to the teams, but they need to tell they basically need to lay down the law to the drivers, read them the right outs, and just go right. No, like no fighting. Get out of 1-2 and get out front, and don't hit each other. You can once you've got the lead quite comfortably in the constructors, it's easier. But they're giving up race wins by sort of not doing that and trying to sort of play it safe. I think they need to take a little bit more risk, and it should be easier in Bahrain because they have two cars. We don't obviously know how Tsunoda's going to perform, but we know Max is going to be right up there. Barring anything terrible like I don't know, like a change of personality, or if he hits his head or something, getting out of bed, he'd have to be completely different to be any slower. So they really have to fight for this thing, and it should suit them. I feel like it's going to trend that way because they should be able to set the car up as needed to be the fastest, and they are the fastest on, just anyway, really. So I think it's a case of no, but if they mismanage it, it will be of their own making, and that's when it's got to start to be an issue for them. They need to manage this correctly, because the lap time speed is there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that car is pretty clearly the fastest by at least a little margin, but it's all about how they manage it. I mean, I still, for the life of me, don't know why they didn't swap positions and give Oscar Piastri a chance to chase down Verstappen. You had a 10-second gap behind you to Leclerc, like you can afford to take a risk, but for some reason McLaren just played it unnaturally safe and hoped that the guy ahead of them, who's won the last four world championships and over 60 races, would make a mistake. Shockingly, he didn't.